people get worried about yoga, and many Christians wonder whether they can practice yoga. Some say, I'm going to do it anyway. Others say, no, there's something evil about yoga. And I think this is basically a misunderstanding of what we mean by yoga. One's got to, I think, distinguish between yoga, which is a form of exercise, that has developed as a form of exercise, particularly in the West. So one could almost talk about a Western yoga in terms of it being taking over exercises from the Indian tradition, but being developed within a sort of health-conscious culture. Because the object of yoga in the Indian tradition isn't to be healthy and strong, it's to attain enlightenment. And in the Indian tradition, in Buddhism, in Jainism, in various Hindu sects, the idea of yoga is to free oneself from the bonds of karma and to see the world as it really is and to escape from this entrapment of this world, which this world is a trap. And so this is what yoga is about, and it's loaded, the language is loaded with meaning when you learn the meaning of yoga and what you're doing. But in practice, in the West, it's been watered down. And for many people, the religious elements of what they call yoga is gone, and what they're left with are simply a series of exercises which people do, which may or may not be good. I mean, I've heard some people say, who would be Buddhists actually, that if you practice yoga too much, you're going to end up with arthritis. And whether that's true, I don't know. But I think it depends how people do it and what sort of exercises they do. But in the Indian tradition, yoga isn't simply a form of exercise. Exercise is one branch of yoga, but there are other branches. I mean, dancing can be a yoga. Sitting and reading can be a form of yoga. Yoga, it means a yoking. And it's a yoking of the mind so that the mind is no longer distracted by all the things that are flittering on around us, that we're not being led away from concentration. And through yoga, we learn to concentrate and to focus the mind, and in that way, we eventually attain enlightenment. So yoga in itself, in its core, is quite different, I think, from what we could maybe call exercise yoga or Western yoga.